Marlowe, where did Marvin go? We can't lose him now.
Huh?
Come on, you're supposed to be our detective here. Sniff out the trail. Bad detective, huh? I guess we'll have to find our way without your amazing sniffing skills. I should have brought a compass or something. Or maybe a trail of breadcrumbs?
Huh?
Wait, how do we get back? Look, the sun is rising. Maybe it'll shed some light on how to get out of this maze. What in the world is this place?
I have no idea, my dear. It's as if there's a force guiding me here.
Arr, arr.
It looks strangely familiar. That picture I showed you, that blurry background, I think we're there.
By Jove, you might be onto something.
We should get closer and investigate.
Ruff.
Think we can make our way through? The path is practically a jungle.
Well, it wouldn't be an adventure if it were a walk in the park now, would it?
All right, we can't let a little dirt and dead leaves stop us.
You're quite the explorer, hmm?
I suppose it runs in the family.
Ruff.
Marlowe seems excited too.
Well, he's family after all. This place has been untouched for quite a while, hasn't it?
Indeed, my dear. Years of neglect. Perhaps even decades. Are you ready?
Let's find out where this path takes us. The closer we get, the more impressive it becomes. Look at how the ivy has clung to these walls for ages.
Nature truly has its way of reclaiming things.
But we won't let this happen, will we? It's a bit of a fixer-upper, but I think we can turn it into something incredible.
You have a way of seeing potential in the most unexpected places.
So, any more memories coming back to you?
I'm afraid not. Oh, hold on a minute. I feel like...
What is it, Uncle?
Roar.
You know, I do remember something now. I know I had big plans for this place, something important. Plans that never saw the light of day. Oh,
Are you okay?
it's not a happy memory. I wish I could put my finger on it, but it's like grasping at mist. I... I... Pardon me?
Oh, he looks so distressed. What could be so haunting about this place, other than the fact that it looks very haunted? There's definitely a story hidden within these old walls. Perhaps cleaning those walls and windows will shed some light on its secrets. Whew! These windows have seen better days. It's too dark to see anything. I wish we had a flashlight or something. Maybe I should come back later with one. But for now, at least the windows are letting in some light. All right, let's give these walls a makeover. Cleaning up the years of neglect will do wonders. It might help bring out some of the original charm and make it easier for Marvin to recognize. I wonder what stories these walls hold. If only they could talk. Maybe Uncle Marvin can tell us what the history of this place is after all. If he wants to come back here, that is. Well, what do you think? This place has seen better days, all right. Whatever happened here must have been ages ago. It's a wonder this place is still standing. We definitely need to be careful around here. The roof is practically begging to crumble. We have to fix it. There we go. This place is starting to look pretty nice, isn't it? Now let's put on our detective hats and see what secrets this lake house holds. This place was quite grand in its heyday. At first, I was thinking this place had some late 19th century charm, but with a makeover, it's feeling a lot newer. This blue-tiled roof reminds me of a certain architectural style. Maybe something from the mid-20th century? It's like someone wanted to blend modern design with a touch of the past. Faded footprints, and they seem relatively recent. Someone's been coming and going. Could it be Marvin? No, I don't think so. Well, well, what have we here? An empty ring box, huh? Nice finding, Detective Marlowe. This just keeps getting more mysterious by the minute. Whose could it be? We've been at this all night, and I'm running on fumes. I think it's time for me to get some sleep. But don't worry, we'll continue exploring this place later, if we can ever find our way back.
Arr, arr.
Pardon? I should have cleared these tools. You okay? Oh, I'm so sorry.
No harm done. You've done wonders in here. I should watch my step. It's starting to look like a proper space again.
Well, we kept it from falling apart at least. So, what sent you to the town hall?
I've made some inquiries, and I've got exciting news. But first, let's make sure we've got everything packed up here. Can't leave this mess for Marlowe to explore, can we?
Absolutely. If Marlowe learns to use my tools, I'll be out of a job.
Roar.
So this lake, turns out it's on Blackwood's property. Quite the hidden gem, huh?
Looks like you've stumbled upon your own secret paradise.
I guess Marvin doesn't quite share the sentiment. There's definitely something that hit him in the feels, but he still doesn't remember what exactly. Honestly, I thought a week in the manor would have jogged his memory by now.
He did recall that book Olive read to him, didn't he?
He got all the characters mixed up. Guess he just wanted to believe he remembered it. On the bright side, at least Olive and Marvin get to spend some quality time together. Although I'm still wondering why Victor didn't even try to push back on Marvin staying here.
Has Victor ever tried reaching out to Marvin since then?
Marvin and Victor haven't talked since last week. At least, not to my knowledge. But, you know, with characters like Victor, you can never be entirely sure.
Do you believe Victor is hatching some sort of plan?
Absolutely. But don't worry. I'll keep a close eye on Marvin and ensure he doesn't make any hasty decisions.
Isn't it a bit much to try to control a grown man like Marvin?
It's not about control. It's about ensuring he's okay.
I get that you care, but I know Marvin much better than you do. He's not some puppet Victor can manipulate at will.
Well, right now, he might be. He's lost his memory, and Victor has been lurking around him. I still think Victor is somehow responsible for Marvin's memory loss.
He might be a bit confused, but that's not a reason to patronize him.
What are you talking about? Just a week ago, he was ready to hand over the manor to Victor.
He's fine now, isn't he? Ugh. I'll head to another room and estimate the scale of the work.
Yeah, sure. What's up with him? I was right, wasn't I?
Arr. Roar.
I don't want to waste time on these arguments. We've got a lot of work to do. Let's start by focusing on fixing the walls and floors. Will you lend me your impeccable taste in choosing the perfect flooring?
Arr.
There we go. Team Ava and Marlo to the rescue. But it doesn't feel that good without Coop. You know, sometimes I just don't understand him. I mean, isn't it crystal clear that I'm doing what's best for Marvin? Cooper's way of protecting him feels a bit unprotective.
Arr.
Perhaps you're right, buddy. I get it. Marvin was like a father to him, and seeing him in this state is tough on Cooper. But I want to make sure he's not being taken advantage of. Ugh, I just wish we could find a middle ground. Let's make these walls shine again. I feel like I'm the only one who truly understands what Marvin needs right now. Right? Fixing these walls is more than just a renovation. It's about rebuilding Marvin's world. It's like being a detective, piecing together the clues of Marvin's memory.
Arr.
I know Cooper has a much longer history with Marvin than I do. Maybe he's onto something. Maybe Uncle Marvin comprehends the situation better than I give him credit for. But then again, who can say for sure? He's still acting like Victor's his friend. If only I could make Cooper understand that Marvin isn't quite the same as he used to be. But then again, it might just mess with his head. I'm stuck, buddy. No clue what to do.
Arr.
Hold on, got a call coming in.
Ava, it's Logan.
Logan! Perfect timing. What's the scoop?
The scoop is exciting. But before I spill, I have one question for you.
Shoot.
Are you ready for action?
Hit me with the details. I'm all in.
That's what I like to hear. Our initial meeting with Mr. Colt for the countersuit is set for today.
You work fast. How do you think he'll react?
You know, getting served with legal papers tends to make people uneasy.
Love it. Let's give them a taste of their own medicine. Marlo, buddy, the wheels are in motion.
Arr.
I'm feeling pumped. You know what? This countersuit is just the beginning. We're taking charge, and no one can mess with us.
Arr.
Now, back to the renovations. What about adding some lights, huh?
Arr.
There we go, cozy and well lit. Now let's see if we can chase away the shadows of mystery.
Arr. Arr.
Easy, buddy. What's got you all worked up? Is someone in the yard?
Arr, arr.
Hey, what brings you to the remote kingdom of Lake House?
Just wanted to see how the royal renovations are coming along.
No, you know, the usual, turning this place into a masterpiece.
It's amazing how far out it is to get here. Like, GPS had to take me on a scenic route through Narnia.
Speaking of royal matters, I've got a plan for the court case. Logan's working on it.
That's the spirit. Fight fire with fire.
And now?
Now,
Spill the coffee beans, Sarah. Any updates on the Michael front?
oh, I don't know if this is too premature. And maybe I'm making a mistake, but, I guess it's safe to say we're dating?
Finally! Never thought I'd see the day. So this is serious, huh? Serena settling down.
I guess I could start considering that. But, it's a brave new world for me.
Oh, I'm well aware of that. You've been through more relationships than I have shoes.
Michael's different, Like, hasn't run away yet different.
I think he's perfect for you. Just imagine, no more dating horror stories. Kinda gonna miss them.
The horror stories. Remember the guy who thought he was a vampire?
How could I forget? That was fantastic.
Your puns are worse than my dating history.
Touché. But seriously, if you need anything, relationship advice or just a good laugh, I'm your girl.
Actually, I was wondering if you could do me a solid. I wanted to take Michael out to lunch, and I was wondering if you could watch Marie for the afternoon.
Oh, of course. I'd be happy to spend some time with Marie. You two go and enjoy your dinner.
Arr.
Oh, you're a lifesaver. And don't worry, I'll make it up to you somehow. Anything you need, moral support, a listening ear, or, well, maybe not carpentry skills. That would be a catastrophe.
Actually, I might need a lot of moral support today. Cooper and I are having a bit of a clash on how to handle Marvin.
Oh, the Manor drama. You'll make up soon enough. I know you both.
Speaking of drama, I'm still trying to figure out why Marvin had such a reaction to this place. Have you given any thought to what this building could be?
I'll put my thinking cap on. But before we dive into that, I think the place could use some brightening up. How about we find some flowers for the windows? It might give us a fresh perspective.
Flowers it is.
Arr.
So what are your thoughts, Sarah? Any wild theories about what this place could be?
Secret Society headquarters? Supervillain lair?
Haha, not sure about this, but it does have a mysterious vibe.
Maybe it's a top secret government lab.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, maybe they were experimenting with teleportation. Explains how your uncle keeps disappearing.
Wouldn't that be handy? We could use it to teleport to a beach whenever we want.
Now you're thinking. Or, teleport away from awkward conversations.
True. But seriously, any guesses?
Well, it's not a hunting lodge. I don't see any stuffed animal heads.
Maybe they were fans of animal rights.
Tell me you're not considering taxidermy as a decor option.
Okay, maybe not. Let's keep brainstorming.
I found something in one of the rooms.
Oh, please don't say it's taxidermy.
No, not taxidermy. Take a look. I think it's a map of the lake area.
Pretty detailed, too. It might have some historical significance.
Maybe it'll even give us more clues about what this building was.
I was thinking we could have a stylized version of this map framed and hung on the wall.
I love that idea.
Ruff.
I told you he'd make up with you.
Not entirely convinced, but he doesn't seem to be holding a grudge.
You should have a chat with him. Come on.
Yeah, right. Hey, I just wanted to tell you something.
What's that?
I got a call from Logan. Our countersuit against Jack's dad is in motion.
Oh, good. How's Jack's dad taking it?
I can imagine he's not thrilled.
It's a step forward, right?
Right, yeah.
Ava, I'm sorry for how I acted earlier. I didn't mean to add more stress to your plate. We can talk about this later when the court issues are resolved.
Okay, sure. And I'm sorry too.
You're doing an amazing job handling all of this. We'll get through it together.
Thanks, that means a lot to me.
I'm not very good with words sometimes. Just know that I'll support you in any way I can.
How about helping me with babysitting?
That's not at all what I was expecting, but sure. What do you mean?
Marie's coming over to hang out.
Marie! Oh, that's cool. What's the plan?
Just some casual time together and...
Are you guys lovebirds again?
There!
What? You two made up, didn't you?
Oh!
By the way, Ava and I were trying to figure out what this building might be.
A hidden lair for retired spies? You know, they have to retire somewhere.
Nice try.
Actually, this place is starting to remind me of something. This place kind of reminds me of that quirky bed and breakfast we stayed at during our road trip. Do you remember, Ava?
The one with mismatched furniture? And the owner who was obsessed with Civil War reenactments?
That's the one. Remember those two guys we met in the common area?
Yeah?
Details, please. What happened with these mysterious guys?
Oh, just some travelers with interesting stories.
In fact, the stories weren't even that interesting. Just your average stories, nothing worth remembering.
Come on, spill the beans. I'm dying to know what those guys were up to.
Let's just say they left before things got too interesting. Can we go back to our lake house mystery?
Right. So, this place feels like a distant relative of that B&B. But bigger and more mysterious.
Now that you mention it. It's true. This place does look a lot like that B&B from our road trip. The lobby, the layout, it's all coming together.
Right. You see it too.
Yes, I remember the center of that B&B. Right here, there was a reception desk. Just like this. What if we turn this place into something amazing?
What are you thinking?
A resort. Picture it. People coming here to relax and enjoy the lake. We can restore the rooms, add some modern touches, and turn this into a hidden gem.
Sounds cool, but are you serious about this? It's a big project, especially with your book launch.
I know, but imagine the stories this place could inspire.
The novelist turned resort mogul. That's a plot twist even I didn't see coming.
What do you think, Coop? It's probably a bit ambitious of me to dive into another project with everything else going on. Don't you think so, Coop?
Nah, I love the idea. Ambitious, maybe, but you've got the knack for it. Just means more renovations for me to tackle. I don't think it's going to be easy, but you're not alone in this. We're a team. But if you're serious about turning this into a hotspot, you'll need this.
Well, look at you embracing the digital age.
Yeah, maybe one day I'll even learn to love technology. Who knows?
Now that's a renovation project I'd like to see. So, looks like we're really doing this, isn't it? Can't believe we're doing this. This place has so much potential, and I'm glad you're on board, Coop. With your skills, this place will be amazing.
Well, we make a great team.
Yeah, don't mind me. Sure.
Maybe we should postpone the celebration for now.
No problem. Carry on, you two. I need to pick up Marie anyway.
Sure thing. We'll be here when you get back. There's so much more to do to turn this place into a resort. By the way, what do we need? I've never built a resort.
Same here. But I think one thing we're going to need is keys. Keys. You know, I'm as tech-savvy as the next person.
Says the guy who just bought his first computer at 29 years old.
I was saying, I like gadgets too. At least some of them. But for me, Old metal keys have a charm that magnetic cards just don't have.
Right? I love the artisanal keychains that were often with them. And the key cabinets. I don't know why, but they fascinated me when I was young. Let's build one.
Ruff.
Wow, that's a lot of space for keys. How big do you want this resort to be?
Oh, I didn't really think about that. I guess we'll see. But you have to admit, this wall looks fantastic.
Never doubted it would. Now, what else would look fantastic in a resort lobby? What about those luggage thingies?
Luggage carriers? You're right! They do scream hotel. We should...
I hope they don't scream too loudly, otherwise no one will want to stay here.
Coop, I must really like you to find this funny.
But you do?
I do.
Then I'm doubly happy. Should we get the carriers?
It seems the comfortability of these carts is Marlowe approved.
Phew, I'm always worried that my luggage isn't comfortable when it waits in there. I'll finally be able to sleep at night.
Oh, a call's coming in. Could it be our first customer?
Hi, Ava.
Logan, is everything okay? You sound tense.
Yes. No, everything is not okay. I'm just outside the courtroom, and I need to go back soon. But I wanted to tell you. We were asked to give some documents today. File the proofs. I'll cut to the chase. Our fighting back strategy, going against these terrible knockoff books, is off to a rough start. Ava, they are way more prepared than we anticipated.
Really? You're talking about Jack Colt? He was prepared? As my agent and my fiancé, he couldn't be bothered to read the contract he was pushing me to sign. But now he's serious? Ugh!
Jack? Serious is not the word I would use to describe him. To be honest, Jack seemed positively miserable to be in court. However, it's not Jack that we need to worry about. It's his father, Mr. Ira Court. And now we're sure that this man intends to fight us with everything he's got. And you know what? So do I.
Yeah, we'll show them.
Yes, we will, even if at the start it's going to be an uphill battle. But we'll level the field.
Yes! How?
You'll soon see. Right this instant, my team is hard at work finding what we need. Oh, and one last thing before I go back inside.
One more thing. Dare I hope for a bit of positive news before we end our call?
It depends. Do you like talking with Sam? She's coming to the manor with some forms for you to sign. I hope it's okay.
Of course.
Then I'll go back inside. They must be waiting for me.
Good luck, and thanks again.
We'll have them, Ava.
So...
Damn, Jack!
that bad?
They're gonna fight us tooth and nail.
Well, you can't really be surprised they won't just take it, right?
Of course not. It's just, if they really wanted so bad to keep me in their publishing house, or even their family, couldn't they just have treated me with decency instead of all this? Obviously, it wouldn't have changed anything between me and Jack, but still. Anyway, doesn't matter. They want to fight, they've got to fight.
At least, I see that you're still spirited. Which is good, right? Marlowe?
Hey, Sam.
Ava, you didn't lie. This is impressive. Look at that view. I can't believe you had this pearl in your backyard all along.
Well, not to brag, but it's a pretty big backyard. It's easy to lose things in it. Keys, wallets, massive lake houses. It's all the same. Want to see inside?
Ooh, it's so spacious. Can I see the other rooms?
Well, it's still not very safe. Couldn't have timed it better than that myself. I'll go see what's going on.
Thanks, Coop. So, on top of my editor and Emily's plant specialist, you're working for Logan now?
Working for Logan? I'm not working for... Oh, you mean now? Well, if I'm able to see you and help you all against these pesky colts, I don't see how I could refuse.
You're always too kind, Sam.
I know. Now, before we lose our focus, you did mention plants, didn't you?
Did I?
Yes, and it's a good thing too, because this room, as great as it is, it's desperately missing some greenery. Lucky for you, I brought some specimens. Ava, which species would you prefer for this wall?
You're right. It's so much better now.
The miracle of leaf. And we're not even done yet.
Okay. Let's add some more. As long as we don't forget about those pesky colts.
What do you think? Plants here and there?
Well, I'm convinced. Let's do it. These species you brought are great. Hey, with Coop's plate already being full, him being the main contractor of our project and all, would you be interested in working as our official landscaping consultant for the lake house? You can say no if you don't want to. I won't be angry or...
Will you be angry if I say yes?
No?
Then you should receive my contract as soon as I arrive home.
Oh my gosh, for real? Just like that? Oh, it's gonna be so fun!
Yes.
Arr, arr.
There you go. And thank you again for bringing me these forms.
Please, it's nothing. Plus, if it can relieve Logan of some stress, everybody wins. Well, no, not Jack, but I'm not talking about him.
So Logan really took these cases to heart, huh?
To heart, you say? It's all he's been talking about.
Oh no. I hope you don't regret putting us in touch.
No. It's really not that bad. It's like, let's say he talks about it as much as I talk about my plants.
Oh no.
Papers signed. Room feeling more alive than ever. My job here is done.
You're leaving, Sam?
I was. Do you want to tag along?
Please? I'm in crucial need of a shower right now. And the Manor's shampoos are just not the same.
Wait, Coop, was everything all right in there?
Oh, yeah. It's all safe now. It was just an old pipe that was poorly fixed. Made more noise than anything else. Except maybe dust. Oh, I still have some in my mouth.
Then you won't be mad if I don't kiss you goodbye? See you later?
Absolutely. As soon as I'm clean again.
Bye, Sam. I'll wait for your contract.
You won't wait very long.
Phew. I should also probably take a break. What do you think, Marlowe? Should we go back to the manor for a while? I could swear I left the back door open. I guess Olive locked it after we left. With all the recent intrusions, I can't really blame her.
Arr.
Oh, don't pout. Walking is good for you. Besides, you have 4 legs. I have only 2. I should be the one complaining. Hey, is that...
Yes, she's still working on it today.
Ah. If only this outrageous lake house could... Oh, there she comes. I see that the time is ripe for me to take my leave. Goodbye, Marvin.
Marvin, is everything all right?
Of course, Ava. Victor only came to see how I was doing. I should go back inside. I need to freshen up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you also want to?
Oh, no, don't wait for me. I saw some branches that fell on the pathway. Since I'm already here, I'll clean them up. It seems it's not just the pathway that's not clean around here. Marlowe, I'm not crazy, right? Did it look shady to you?
Arr.
Right? Even Marvin seemed super uncomfortable. Do you think... Could they be planning something? I need to tell Olive.
Arr.
You're right. I should clean these branches for real. Otherwise, I'll be the one to look shady.
Were you with Marvin, Ava? I believe I recognized his footsteps only a moment ago.
Yeah, I saw him. Marlo, did you notice how she smiled when she talked about Marvin?
What's that, Mom?
No, sorry, it was nothing.
I see. Then, if I may, how are the lake house renovations faring?
The renovations? They are going great. Sam even agreed to work on it with us as our landscaping consultant. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. We also decided what we would do with the place. A lake resort.
Do you mean like a hotel? This is a wonderful project, Ava. Quite ambitious, to be honest. But I couldn't be more confident about your success.
Thank you, Olive. What about you? Did you find more information about its origins?
Sadly, I did not. Whoever built the lake house did it in utmost secrecy. I couldn't find any paper about it, nor property titles.
Don't worry. It's just one more mystery to add to the pile.
Maybe Marvin will remember something. We plan to take a small walk around the manor grounds. With luck, it might stir something. Incidentally, I should go prepare.
And we should go eat. I can't be the only one starving.
Huh?
No, I didn't forget to tell her about Victor. I just didn't want to ruin her mood. I'll talk to Olive after their walk.
So, did you learn some... I'm sorry. I don't know the name of the Bhutanese language.
The main language is the Zonga, but the family that took me in spoke mostly in Shangla. But yes, I learned a few words. At first it was very difficult. The words they taught me slipped out of my mind overnight. These sounds were so different from what I was used to.
Perhaps you were also still concussed from your accident?
I did not think of that. It might not have helped.
Here is what I wish to show. Oh, I see that Mr. Marlowe came here before us. Let me swipe these leaves off. Allow me.
Please, Miss Olive, I can also help. Yes, I'm sorry. My knee is acting up. It happens sometimes. You wouldn't know how it came to be, would you?
Of course. You fell while horse riding. With Hazel.
Hazel? Doesn't ring a... Humph. This is a big one. I think I should sit for a while.
You need to sit? Of course. Oh, I think I have what we need. It's a good thing that Ava often buys extra material.
Ah, this is already much better. Thank you, Miss Olive. Now, was I really the kind of person who would buy a gigantic statue of himself?
Yes, you were. But this is actually a funny story from a long time ago, if you would care to hear it. You had a photograph of you and your dog, of which you were particularly fond. One day, you found out that the picture was destroyed. I believe rainwater poured on it. Thus, because you didn't want to relive the loss of another precious photograph, rather than retaking a picture or making a copy of it with the negative you already had in hand, you commissioned an artist to turn it into a statue. You made it indestructible.
Ha! I truly must have loved this photo to go this far.
Everything that was somewhat related to your dog, you mean? You adored him. Would you remember, Buster?
Yes, I do. Buster. Big. Kind of caramel.
It's okay, Marvin. You do not need to pretend. You don't remember. You don't. And I am sorry. I did not want to put you on the spot like this.
Yes, I know. I simply... It's hard feeling like a stranger in your own life. I feel this metal man is more Marvin than I am.
Marvin, you are more than your memories. Some things are. I've got an idea.
You think you can get me back my memory?
No, I told you, Marvin. You are more than just a library of events past. You are feelings, values, and I believe I might have found a way to help you reconnect with these parts of yourself.
I'm sorry, Miss Olive. I don't follow.
Well, think about the movie we watched, or the sadness you felt when you saw the lake house. Without remembering the events or the objects, you still had a strong feeling attached to them.
You're right. So you suggest that we find something more emotional than factual.
If you are ready to walk again, I believe we should go back inside.
Oh, right. That's the music studio. Ava showed it to me the other night, but I never returned afterward. So, something about music? I see. I assume your idea is to make me listen to melodies I used to love.
Unfortunately, I have already tried that for several days. It was not successful.
Really? I didn't realize.
Exactly. Hence the failure.
Then what are we doing here?
If you want, I'd like for you to play the piano.
To play? But I can't remember. No, I didn't even know I used to play music.
Please, Marvin, if you could only try.
Okay. You see, it's not coming back.
I hear rather, or I used to.
Very funny, Miss Olive. Was that it?
No, no. If I may, I would like for you to stop trying to remember how to play the piano and simply have fun with it.
I can try.
They look so happy. I guess it's okay if I keep my doubts to myself. At least for now. Come, Marlowe. Let's give him some privacy.
Is it still far?
No, sweetie, it's just ahead.
You said that earlier.
I tell you, it's well worth the trip. There's a lake, big spaces to play. We will have so much fun, you'll even be sad when Serena comes back for you.
Daddy told me they were going on a date. Serena and Daddy sitting in the tree. Kissing.
But Marie, you know that kiss only takes two S, right?
It was a long kiss.
All right.
Marlowe!
Well, at least this time she looked for a second. I'll show you inside.
Pretty.
I think I'll add a desk for you to draw on, just like last time. Would you like that?
But could I also put a rug? Yes, I'll need a rug.
Oh, sure. Why not? Now, what color should the desk be? Wood? It's not really a color, but I could still do something with that. Look, Marie, it's ready. Would you like to try it?
No, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, Ava. Your desk is super nice. But I can't lose focus with drawings. Our plan is too important.
What just happened? What are you two conspirators whispering about?
Nothing. I mean, it's a secret. You're not mad, huh, Ava?
Of course not. Anyway, Marlowe always tells me everything. Do you still want a rug?
Yes! Yes, that will be perfect. Ava! Ava! Could Marlo and I go outside to work on our secret plan?
Yes, but I want you to stay close to the lake house. And stay away from the water. Also, be careful. I think I saw some poisonous nightshades around. You know what? I'll just come with you.
But...
Don't worry, I'll stay far away. I really wonder what their secret plan is about. Maybe I could get just a scooch closer. I mean, it could be about something dangerous. It'd be pretty irresponsible not to at least listen in a bit. Marlo, don't judge. All right, you're not here to judge me. Haha, free pass.
It needs to be perfect. If we're not perfectly timed, Serena will see through us. We should synchronize our watches, just like in the movies. Yeah, me neither. Okay, then we'll count in our heads. Let's practice.
Okay, there's definitely nothing to worry about. Well, since I'm already knee-deep in mud, I should probably replace these dead plants. Oh yeah, there are more weeds than everything else in there. Time for a cleanup. Yikes! These are some seriously rooted plants. Oh, I should ask our new consultant. I'm sure she will have great advice. It's much better now. And they smell so good. Sam, you plant savant. Hey, you two. Olive Marvin, I'm happy to see you here.
As I am, ma'am. And it is such a beautiful view.
Isn't it? And what about you, Marvin? The last time you came to the lake house seemed pretty hard on you. Is it still painful to see?
I won't lie, it still makes me a bit uncomfortable. But, as we say, we go forward one small step at a time. Besides, the way you transformed the lake house, it helps. I can't remember what this place used to be, but now at least I can focus on what it's becoming.
Good. I'm glad it's helping.
However, I believe I'm starting to remember some things about the lake itself.
That's fantastic news. Like what?
Well, did you know that there's a river running down just behind these trees? Yes, just north of here. There's the river. It flows into the lake. On it there was this very old watermill. I think it was already 200 or 300 years old at the time. I suspect it should still be standing.
Really? An old mill lost in the wood? Wow, that's so cool. We should definitely try to find it.
It does seem familiar. I remember hearing about it in elementary school when we talked about Ellen Lee's history. It was called...
The Hindley's Mill. You might not know that, but this land, this lake, they all belong to the Hindley family. However, they lent it to the community. They did the same with their mill. And thanks to that, Ellen Lee thrived and became the town we know today.
Oh, Marvin.
Uncle, it's funny that of all things, you remember these facts and not anything else. They wouldn't happen to come directly from Victor's mouth by any chance?
No.
You know, he did exactly the same when he wanted to destroy the manor. Gave me small and distorted bits of information, mixed facts with lies. Same thing again with the court case. All to mess with my mind and get what he wants. How many times should I tell? You're right. I don't want to fight nor ruin your time here. Enjoy this beautiful day. Marie, let's head inside.
Are you okay, Ava? You look angry.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. Sometimes it's just hard to see people you love doing things you don't.
I think I get it. You should sit.
What?
Yes. Daddy always tells me when I'm angry. Go sit on your bed until you calm down. But there's no bed.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll add some chairs and I'll sit on one of them. Is that good enough?
It should be fine.
And there you go. Beautiful, calming chairs.
Huh?
Yes, go play with her. Victor. Can't all be lies. All have remembered the old Hindley's mill. But I refuse to believe my ancestors simply stole this land from them, as Victor claims. It must be something else. Even Hazel didn't think it was the case. But she doesn't seem to know much more about it. And with Marvin's amnesia, who knows what happened here or even why and by who this lake house was built? Would my mom know? Hey, Sarah, you look so beautiful. Love suits you well.
First of all, thank you. I also noticed. Second, it's a bit early to talk about love. It's more like awesome chemistry meets romantic gestures and... By the way, Marie is not, like, just behind a desk or something, right?
No, she ran off with Marlowe in another room.
And it's, safe?
Yes, don't worry, Cooper fixed everything earlier. But I guess she could fall on an empty can of paint.
It's okay. I know you. If you think it's safe, then it's safe. But, yeah, The date? It was amazing. We had the best time together this afternoon. We grabbed lunch at that nice new cafe in the village.
Really? I feel like 2 cafe owners would have incredibly high standards for cafes.
Oh, we nitpicked a million things about their setup. That was the funnest part. I mean, placing the busing station next to the coffee bar? Rookie mistake.
If you say so.
Then we took a drive out in the countryside. We found this fantastic little antique shop. Michael got Marie the most adorable dollhouse.
She'll absolutely love that. Speaking of, I'm curious where she is, and Marlowe for that matter.
We also found a little something for you.
Oh, you didn't need to do that. I mean, I'm very curious and I love presents, but you didn't need to.
It's the least we could do after you watched the kiddo for the day. I was thinking it might look nice here in the lobby of your new resort. Take a look.
Oh, wow, Serena, I love it. It's a globe?
Yes, to commemorate the worldwide success of your new novel.
I love your optimism. It's not even printed yet.
I really can't get over what you've done with this place.
It's coming together. Let me show you what I'm planning outside.
Oh, wow, it's gorgeous with the lake in the background. I'll bet Michael would love to take some photos out here. He even found a rare camera part at the antique store. A vintage Camaro 35mm MD mount. I have no idea, but he was very excited. Boys and their toys, am I right?
Serena, I've never seen you this excited about a guy before.
I know, right? I'm going on romantic drives, remembering old camera names, making out in the back of charming antique shops. Okay, that part's not that unusual for me. Point is, Michael's amazing, and I can't get over how great I feel when I'm visiting here. I could see myself pulling a U and staying in Ellenley for a while.
Ah, that's the best thing I've heard all day. And I heard Olive and Marvin playing the sweetest duet up in the music room.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Olive and Marvin?
Oh, it was fully adorable. You know what's not adorable? Those wrinkled leaves.
Oh yeah, it looks like the plants got trampled. By little tiny feet. I'm sorry, Ava. Marie must have done that.
It's okay. I see plenty of paw prints in there with hers. Besides, I was going to put in a fence anyway.
Oh, Michael and I saw a perfect little garden outside a house this afternoon. I think I even took a picture of it.
Serena, this is a picture of Michael bending over to tie his shoes. Also, you're right. That small rock fence is adorable. Let's see if we can do something close. Well, it was all your suggestion. You know, building this resort from the ground up is so much more fun with you here.
Honestly, I was thinking the exact same thing. A gal could get used to a place like this. Maybe even helping to run it?
Don't get my hopes up.
Marie, what's wrong?
It's Marlowe. He's lying on the rug and won't get up. I think he's feeling ill.
Oh, buddy, it's okay. Let's take a look. He probably just ate another June bug again.
Did you see what happened to Marlowe?
No, Marlowe and I were just playing and he laid down.
Right here on the rug we set up?
If Marlowe is sick, then what are we going to do?
It's okay, sweetie. I'm here and we'll figure out what to do.
Thank you, Serena.
I'm not seeing anything wrong with Marlowe. Did he seem sick to you, Marie?
I'm not sure, but if Marlowe is sick, then Serena definitely can't go back to America, right?
Okay.
You were supposed to keep laying on the carpet.
I think we found the source of Marlowe's tummy ache. Marie, did you and Marlowe come up with this little trick to make Serena stay in Ellenly? Was that your secret plan?
Please don't be cross with me, Serena. I only did it because everything is so lovely when you're here.
Oh, Marie. Marie, honey, it's not nice to scare people like this.
I know. I'm very sorry. Are you going to tell my dad?
I think we can let this one slide. Just this once.
Relax, you're not in the doghouse either, Marlowe.
You don't need to worry, Marie. I'm having a wonderful time here, and I'm not planning on going anywhere. I was even just talking to Ava about staying longer.
She sure was.
That's wonderful news. I'm so happy you're staying. My daddy will be very happy as well. Come on, Marlowe. Let's go play outside again.
I love schemes, especially tiny, adorable schemes.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the resort. There was something I wanted your particular expertise on. A coffee station.
Sure, let's do it.
First, we'll need a place to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Serena, is everything okay? Is this about what Marie said, wanting to make sure you stay?
Yeah, big time. All of a sudden, I'm all anxious.
Okay, but you yourself were saying how excited you were about staying here. How things are going so well with Michael.
That's exactly it. Things are going well now, but what if that changes? You know me, it's happened before. Like with Swedish massage guy, or that guy who turned out to be really into crypto.
Oh yeah, Thaddeus. But come on, Michael is way more stable than those guys. More of a catch, too.
Oh, trust me. I know. For one, his bed has an actual frame and more than one pillow. It's one thing to risk a serious relationship not working out. That I can handle. It's another thing entirely to risk disappointing a sweet little kid. I really care about her, Ava. And Michael, I think I really love him.
Wow. I've never heard you say that.
I've never heard me say that.
Tell you what, let's get some work done. It'll help you think.
Only you would say something like that, Ava.
No, I'm serious. You're talking to a writer, aka a master procrastinator. You could help me with this coffee table, or we could skip right to the coffee itself.
We'll need some place to put the coffee. Let's set up a table.
Good thinking. Maybe right here.
Trust me, former cafe owner, you'd want it right there.
I trust your judgment. Speaking of judgment, you were right. Michael is a great catch. You, him, and Marie are all crazy about each other. I know this is a big risk, but that's about as promising a start as you could hope for.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. I'm feeling a little less freaked out already. Though I hate that you were right about work helping me think.
You're welcome.
Let's set up some coffee. I could use a cup myself to calm down.
You're the only person I know whose nerves get calmed by coffee.
Cafe owner's curse.
Okay, I don't know anything about coffee machines. What do you recommend?
That's the right one for sure. I have the right beans in mind to go with it. Sumatran, with a nice, bold flavor.
Oh, wow, this tastes just like back at your cafe. Oh, I miss writing there so much.
I'm sure your English country manner is a real step down.
You know what I mean.
I do. I miss those times too, which is why I feel so much better being here with you now.
Right back at you.
Hey, look at what the sheepdog dragged in.
I found these two running about in the front yard, so I put them to work.
Cooper showed us how to pass a football backwards with your foot.
I think we've got quite a cracking striker on our hands here.
All right, kiddo. You ready to head back to your dad's?
Absolutely. Goodbye, Ava. Goodbye, Cooper. Goodbye, Marlowe.
Bye, you two. Come back soon.
Sounds like you two were having a real discussion in here.
Did we ever? So you can see how great things are going with Serena and Michael and Marie, right?
Oh, I'm not blind. They're all mad about each other.
Well, Marie pulled an adorable little trick getting Marlowe to play sick. She wanted to make sure Serena would stay here in Ellenly. Fortunately, Marlowe couldn't stay still for too long. Isn't that right, buddy?
Wait, Marlowe is your dog? Why would him being sick keep Serena here in England?
Not really the point of the story. Also, she's 6.
No, I do see the larger point. Serena's worried about potentially disappointing Marie if things don't work out, right?
Look at you, with the emotional insight.
I'm not just a sharp pair of overalls.
So yeah, Serena's feeling the pressure, but I encouraged her to just be present.
Take yes for an answer, so to speak.
Exactly. Serena can get a little turned around sometimes.
For the lobby, not Serena's romantic life. How about a directory board to point guests to where everything is?
That's a great idea. How about right over here?
Looks good to me.
Oh, directory. That reminds me. I was supposed to call Veruca, my publisher, around now. I still can never keep these time zones straight. Would you like me to say hi for you?
Our dinner out wasn't exactly the high point of my American vacation.
It wasn't that embarrassing.
Look, I'm an ordinary English lad, and I'm not very used to eating raw sushi. How was I to know I'd gag on the taste and spray an entire unagi roll in her face? Arr, arr. Yes, laugh it up, Marlowe.
She's got a million things on her plate. I'm sure she's completely forgotten.
Well, while you're discussing potential book option deals, I'll make myself useful over here by building a sofa.
Oh, I won't say no to a new sofa. What do you have in mind? All right, now to call Veruca.
Ava, how are you? Still enjoying crumpets and driving on the wrong side of the road? Ha!
Hi, Veruca. Just doing some rental work over here with Cooper.
Ah, yes, the spittin' gourmet. Tell him his food tasted delicious in my mouth as well. He's lucky he's very cute. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Ava, honey, the pre-sale numbers on your new book are looking fabulous. The buzz online is absolutely next level.
Really? I try not to read about myself online.
Well, you should try it, because the murder mystery fans are dying for your next book. Ah! They can't wait to read the further adventures of your gentleman detective, Henry Maxwell, P.I. They say he's... wait, I got it open in one of these tabs. Maxwell breathes fresh life into the classic consulting detective trope. I say he's gonna be bigger than Holmes, Poirot, and Marple put together. We are talking franchise rights here, cutie.
Oh, wow. You really think the series might have a future?
Think? I know so. One day we'll all be riding the Henry Maxwell roller coaster at your theme park. Hopefully Cooper will be able to keep his food down. All right, I gotta go. The hotshot down the hall thinks he's gonna edit the new sustainable vegan barbecue cookbook. Not on my watch.
Okay, great. Thanks for the update. This is all very... Yeah, she definitely hung up already. Wow, I guess that was a positive update.
You guess? Ava, that was absolutely phenomenal news. Arr, arr. Your publishers clearly believe in you a great deal, and I can see why. Ava, I can't tell you how wonderful it is.
Excited?
Pretty excited. She's talking about putting your characters on a roller coaster.
I promise you'll get to ride the rides for free at Avaland.
Or maybe even Euro Avaland.
You know, that actually gives me an idea. A theme park might be a little much. But we are already building a resort here. What if we make the resort murder mystery themed?
Ooh, I like that.
Do.
You could have murder mystery dinners with actors in character.
That'd be so fun. Or each room could have its own unique case to solve.
Arr, arr.
I'm excited too, buddy. Oh, we are definitely doing this.
Maybe all of the staff could be dressed up in Scotland Yard uniforms. Actually, that might get a bit sweaty in the summertime.
Hey, there are no bad ideas in brainstorming.
Good point.
In the meantime, let's start to decorate for our resort's new mysterious theme. Perhaps some true crime magazines here in the lobby while guests begin their investigation?
Very chilling decor. Arr, arr.
I wonder who's calling.
It must be the police, because this idea is criminally good.
Close. It's Logan. Must be calling about my case. Logan, hi. How are things? Better than earlier, I hope?
Oh, things are better, Ava. Much better. I have some legal news to share about your ex-fiancé and his father.
Really? Good news or bad news?
The kind of news you'll want to be sitting down to hear. Trust me.
Okay, wow. Just give me a second.
What is it?
Logan says it's news I need to be sitting down for. I don't know either. Out right here.
Would you like some privacy? Or...
Actually, could you stay nearby? I'll put Logan on speakerphone.
Of course.
Logan, I'm gonna put you on speakerphone. Logan? Logan, are you there? He must have hung up.
What an odd fellow.
And now he's not answering. I know I write suspense, but I'm not loving this cliffhanger.
I'm sure if it was bad news, he would have been clearer.
I hope so. He's kind of the excitable type. All right. While we wait on pins and needles, let's get our mind on something else. I think I gave that advice to Serena earlier.
What do you have in mind?
Maybe a table to go with my new getting huge news chair?
A solid choice, and hopefully, a solid table.
Ha! Thanks for being here with me for this.
Hey, nowhere else I'd rather be.
Now, about that table.
Okay, that's a fine table.
And now here I am, literally waiting by the phone. Ah! Finally! Logan, I lost you.
Sorry, my mobile died and I had to plug it in. Of all the times for it to go out.
I have you on speakerphone. Cooper's here with me. And Marlowe. So what's up?
All right, here's the news. Remember the private investigator I mentioned over in the States?
Yeah? Wait, you actually did that?
I sure did, and he struck pay dirt. Emphasis on the dirt. It turns out Jack and his dad's case against you isn't entirely personal. My fella found out that Peacemaker Publishing is positively swimming in debt. Their books are more cooked than a Sunday roast.
Whoa!
That's why they're so intent on keeping your novels in-house. Your book series might be the only thing that keeps them afloat long enough to unload the company.
That grinning son of a...
Okay, calm down, everyone. Jack is a lot of things, but I can't imagine he'd do anything that slimy.
Well, that's the other thing. Your ex-fiancé doesn't have a clue that this is happening. He still thinks Daddy is planning to leave him a financially healthy company. One that hasn't been lying to the taxman for years.
Wait, really? Oh, poor Jack.
Poor Jack is right. If his dad doesn't unload the company soon, that's gonna be one empty trust fund. But now we can use this against them. Tell them we'll call the tax collectors with a hot tip. If we act now, we've got leverage to make them drop this ridiculous wedding case. Maybe even give back the rights to your first book. 2 cases, 1 stone. You said you wanted to hit them back? Well, here's where things get really fun. Okay, gotta go. This is me actually hanging up.
He was right. I'm glad I was sitting on a chair. So if I don't get out of my Peacemaker deal, their company could implode.
I can't believe Jack's dad would do that to you. Turns out I've been wanting to wallop the wrong cult.
If that happens, my novel could wind up in a copyright limbo. Or all the assets could get sold off to who knows who.
And what would that mean for your detective character? Henry Maxwell P.I.?
Geez, I didn't even think of that. Would I even be able to use Henry in my future novels? Veruca is gonna absolutely melt down. Okay, option 1. By the time my court case is settled, Peacemaker Publishing collapses and takes my detective with it. Option 2, we use this new and very sleazy information to stop Jack's dad. I know Logan talked about hitting back hard, but I didn't expect it to feel this gross.
Ava, you know whatever you decide, we're here for you.
I know, guys, and that means the world to me. But I honestly have no idea what I'm gonna do.